It was a beautiful day, but Henry was worried. He wheezed as he puffed and steam hissed out of his cylinders. One morning, Sir Topham Hatt came to the sheds. He had an important job for Henry.
Special delivery of fruits and vegetables is coming to the docks today. I want you to take them to Dartford.
Yes, sir.
But Henry was worried about his wheezes. It felt worse today.
Edward, you will go to the docks and shunt Henry's freight cars. After that, you can carry him with your usual jobs.
Yes, sir.
Edward and Henry puffed into the water tower. Henry tried to stop wheezing, but he couldn't.
What's the matter? You don't sound well.
I can't seem to get up steam properly, but I'll manage. Don't tell anyone, Edward.
Edward wasn't sure about this.
I don't want Sir Topham Hatt to know.
Edward could see Henry was worried, so he agreed. He hurried out to shunt Henry's freight cars. Henry followed slowly to the docks. Henry was very worried. What if he was too weak to pull his train? He would be of no use to the railway. He wouldn't be useful at all. Henry shuddered at the thought.
Must keep going, must keep going.
At the docks, Edward shunted Henry's freight cars into place for him. When Henry was coupled up and ready to go.
Go on, Henry, you can do it.
Henry puffed as hard as he could, but the train hardly moved at all.
I'm sorry, Edward. I'm not a really useful engine anymore. Sir Topham Hatt will have to send me for scrap.
I'll go do my other jobs first, then I'll come back and pull your train for you.
Henry wasn't sure if he was right to let Edward pull his train. Edward worked hard all day to finish his job so he can help Henry. Henry waited sadly by his train. He hoped Edward would come back soon. When Edward finished all his jobs, he puffed back to collect Henry's train. Henry was very pleased to see him.
Don't worry, Henry. I'll have your job done in no time. You go back to Tidmouth and I'll meet you there later.
Thank you, Edward.
And Edward pulled away with a long line of freight cars. Edward was tired. He had been working all day, and Henry's train was very heavy, but he was determined not to let Henry down. Sir Topham Hatt was talking to Serena when Edward puffed in.
This train is late. And why are you pulling it? Where is Henry?
Henry took on the wrong sort of coal, sir.
The wrong sort of coal. What nonsense, Edward. I'll find out what Henry has to say about this later.
Sir Topham Hatt was very cross. He gave Edward another job to do. James steamed through the countryside. He found Henry taking a rest. Serena was on for James.
What's all this about the wrong sort of coal?
Serena told Henry all about Edward and Sir Topham Hatt. Henry felt very bad. He wanted to put things right. He decided he must go and see Sir Topham Hatt straight away. Henry hissed and breathed his way to the station. His fire felt feeble. His wheels felt weak, but he battled on. At last, Henry puffed into the station. He found Sir Topham Hatt.
It's all my fault, sir. I asked Edward not to tell you I couldn't walk. I was afraid of going for scrap. I'm very sorry. I should have talked to you this morning.
You should always tell me if you have a problem. You are a loyal, hardworking, and really useful engine. I will send you to the fitter's yard straight away. You'll soon be as good as new.
Henry was very relieved, and Edward was very tired from his extra work, but they both agreed. And when it's hard, it's always best to tell the truth.